This is Mark Muhammad. I'm with Hideous Maximum, and I have three potential NFL players, but they're still in their collegiate stages. From Michigan State University, I have Antonio Gates Jr., I have Ken Talley, and I have Chance Ruckers. How you fellas doing today?
Doing good.
All right. Once again, this is Hideous Maximum. This is an opportunity for the people, your fan base, and other people around the country to get to know who you are. All three of you guys are gifted, and that's why you were chosen. And we can start and we can go from right to left. We'll start off with Antonio Gates Jr. And what the people would like to know is, who is Antonio Gates Jr.?
Man, I'm a self-motivated dude. I like to play the game. I love football. Most importantly, I love to compete. I'm a competitor at heart. I like to say that's who I am. I'm a competitor. So if it's, playing a game, playing football, playing basketball, I'm just a competitor. I like to say I'm a competitor. That's how I like to describe myself.
Your role is kind of different from the other two guest role because you got your father's name, and so how much has that impacted you or affected if it has affected your growth and your journey of being your own person?
It's a blessing and a curse, obviously, because I got such a high standard. But I'm getting older. I'm getting to the point where it's like I gotta be me.
Right.
I can't really worry about what my dad did, or I can't really worry about trying to reach a certain status or something like that. Cause I ain't gonna never reach that. He said he set the bar, so only thing I can do is be the best me. I ain't gonna never reach what he reached. Now, I can be the best me, and who knows where that could be at, but I'm not even trying to compete with him. That's not my job, it's my father. So he set the standard for, but I don't want to necessarily outdo him. I'm still a competitor at heart. I ain't saying I want to outdo him, but I don't want to underdo him either, So I just want to be the best me. That's my answer to that.
And I love your answer, and the reason why I loved it because by you saying that, do you realize how much pressure you took off yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's beautiful. So going to my next guy, and watched film of you today, what you showed me, and I was impressed. And one thing I was impressed about you, Ken, is just your body structure, because the weight you carry, you don't even look that big. So it's real compact and solid. And your foot movement was real quick. And when I said you move like a little man, because at 255, you was moving like you was like 200. You know what I'm saying? So who is Ken Talley?
Ken Talley is a good kid that come from the mean, gritty streets of North Philadelphia, raised by my grandmother and all my family, my dad, mom. Big competitor, just trying to shine on the bright stage right now and get my family out the trenches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's most respected. Who was the biggest impact on your life as you grew up?
The biggest impact on my life has to be my grandmother. Just seeing through the struggles that she overcome and all the obstacles, the things that she done for me to even be able to be here, making the practices, taking me to just develop as a man. She did a very well job at that, so she's my biggest motivation right now.
That's a blessing. I know she's proud of you. So going to the next fella from Houston, Chance Rucker. Who is Chance Rucker?
I'm really from Dallas.
You from Dallas?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I thought I read you was from Houston.
It says Houston. I ain't telling them to change it yet, cause
Okay, there you
it's
go.
still in Texas, so.
Okay.
But really, it's true. Just a kid. I love competing. Competing's my job. I love it. Really, I like to be strategic, find ways to, set the bar, be higher, and just elevate my game.
So who was the biggest impact in your life?
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah. He took me in whenever my parents, they was really nowhere close for real. So he took me in, got me from the streets, and built me into the man I am today.
He did a good job because you're here at Michigan State University. Yes, sir. So big props to him. What is your earliest memories of playing football?
My first handoff ever, I scored it.
First handoff?
First handoff I ever had in football, I scored it on a tight end. I used to play tight end. I used to wear 85. I used to play tight end, and I'll never forget this. My first handoff ever, I scored it. And another memory of that year is, and I think it was like a playoff game. It was a tight end reverse again. I used to be when I played tight end reverse. I was running towards a touchdown and I fumbled it, gave it back to the other team. And dog, I never get that. Like that's just been something that ate at me for the time of my life. My grandma was there, my grandfather was there, my mama was there, and at that time, I just I ain't really want to play no more. When I don't even think people remember that, but I remember that because that was just like a moment that it was so embarrassing because I was so hot and so low, and. That's something that I use to kind of motivate me is to never really get too relaxed with success. So like a lot of my teammates, they say like, when I score, I never really celebrate when I score just because the game ain't never really over. So, I like to keep my foot on their neck,
Right. Okay.
My earliest memory of football I probably remember is my first touchdown. Playoff game, second round of the playoff before the championship. We playing E9 Baptist Church against my cousin. My cousin probably was the best little league player I ever seen in my life. And every kick return, punt return, he just kept returning for touchdowns. So now his defense, at this point, he getting the wildcat snap because he's snapping. I come through, make the center, throw the snap off, chase down the ball and score. I couldn't believe we won that game. Like I couldn't believe it. We was down like 14. Then we came back, got a stop, scored, and then me scoring at the end caused the win. We went to the championship. It was like my second season playing football ever. It was like amazing. I couldn't believe it.
And I know he can't forget that, huh? Your
Oh
cousin.
no, I hold it over every time. The crazy thing is, the next year he tried to come back and win. I hit him, tackled him in the backfield for the TFL, broke his tibia.
Wow.
Yeah, had to get him out of there. Love him though. Yeah. It was all love.
My earliest moment playing football was third grade. My dad ended up just signing me up for it. I never really was a football guy. I've always been a hooper. That was my thing. But he signed me up in third grade, and I played running back. I used to wear number 10. I played running back, and we always had this one play, and it was a sweep. I would get it. It's called peanut butter and jelly. Cause whenever I got it, just going straight to the crib, touchdown. But
okay, everybody scoring a touchdown. Huh?
Everybody played offense for
That's
real.
the first biggest memory.
Yeah. So I noticed when he said basketball, y'all looked at each other. Who the hooper out here? Who's the
Let's be
hooper?
all right now. We finna start line. All right, I was just
It's
finna
Tone
say.
Gate. It's Tone Gate.
It's
It's
me.
Tone.
I quit
He
football to
hooper.
play basketball.
You play football? Okay.
I quit football.
Have y'all ever played against each other? So y'all don't really know.
He can't hoop.
He can't.
I'm telling you though, it's Tone.
I could play here at Michigan State right now on that
You can
court.
play here
I
at
could play
Michigan
here
State?
at
Yeah,
Michigan State
it's an
right now.
interview, so people gonna overdo that.
Yeah.
Like the
Hey,
truth,
it's the truth.
I don't know about that one.
I'm so for
the
real.
truth is
And I'm so
you looking at is the Antonio Gates.
You know what I love about you guys when we was setting up, just listening to y'all over there, because that's what I do. I sit back and I listen, because when I go to different university, I want to see, is it a brotherhood or are they just teammates? It's a difference between that. But one thing I picked up on, you guys are so competitive, and that's good because y'all keep, when you're real competitive like that, you got to stand on business at all times because you don't want, the next time conversation come up, you don't want them to have the upper hand on what they did to you in practice or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I love that. So Antonio, so you talking about off the whole team, he's the best hooper.
I want to say
Whole team. Oh no, I don't know about that one, but currently right here in front of you is Antonio Gates.
Got you. I like to throw things out there and watch the competitive nature come out. Who the fastest between y'all two?
Hold on, you ain't had to take me out of it. Hold on now.
You definitely out.
Hold on
You
now.
definitely out. You out. You out.
You got some wheels.
Got some
though,
wheels,
man.
but he out.
But their position. Okay, I like that. I like
don't mean
that.
nothing.
So
lie to
let me rephrase my question. Who the fastest?
Me.
I probably get them 40 yards. They got me. 60 yards though. My stride too much.
Any yard you done.
Nah, bro.
Any yard you done. What you talking
You
about?
ran a 22.6 and a 200. That's slow.
Bro, the slowest is
slow.
the fastest is
That's
20.
slow. That's slow. You ran a 22.
What are you gonna run in the 20?
What grade was you in when you
Me,
ran?
I was in 7th grade.
You was in
yeah.
the 7th grade,
Yeah.
and you ran a 22.6. That's fast.
The bro should
Fast in
have
seventh grade.
stayed with it then.
Fast in 7th grade.
Oh, that's
You know
fast
what
7th
I'm
grade.
saying?
I ain't slow now.
Chance, you faster than me?
Yes, bro. I am yes.
You're faster than me.
Yes.
And what?
In 7th grade,
We can
you
go-
ran a 22.6.
I don't
serious.
believe it.
No, I believe.
He came through 24.2. Something.
Bro, 7th grade, you're not even that young.
Chance, first of all, I know you didn't run 22 in the 7th grade. You never ran that in high school.
Probably.
Oh, do you
Ninth
not-
grade.
do
You ran a 10.9 in high school.
Do you not?
I
I didn't
looked it
even.
up.
I didn't even run the
I looked it
100. So
up.
how
See,
can
that's
I
what I
run the
do too. I
10-9?
like in the peak. I'm a real competitor. I looked it up. You ran a 10.9 in high school.
When did I run the 10-9 and 100?
First off.
When did I run
And
the 10-9?
I ran a 10.9.
When did
Me
I
and
run
him
the
is
10-9?
around the same speed. But we talk about top end,
That's me.
that's me.
That's me.
Getting out, that's me too.
That's cat.
How about this? Rephrase this question and then ask us out of 10 reps who gonna win. I want to see what he gonna say.
Out of 10 reps, who will win?
Yeah, man. Not win, but how many I'm gonna catch on you. I want to see what you gonna say. Cause this is on camera, so I know you gonna have to boot yourself a little bit. So I want to know what. So if you say 5, it's really like. If you say 5, it's really like 6. If you say 4, it's really like 5. If you say 3, it's really like 4.
So you just got the upper hand at all.
No,
all
no.
time.
I'm
That's what
asking you,
saying?
what do you think? I want to know what you think.
You're not
this
catching
year,
none.
huh?
You're not catching none.
Okay, so basically it's like 7. Basically, it's
Like
basically
7.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So, your projected 40 time.
Right now, like 4, 5, 7.
That's slow.
4, 5, 6.
I'm running 4-4. That's
You're not
slow.
running-
You said 4, 5, 6. That is slow.
You're not running no 4-4 right
What?
now. You're not faster than Terry Arnold.
Bro. All right. You got it.
He's not faster than Terry Arnold.
You got
know what? I'm sure you watch him play. He's not faster than Terry Arnold. You know how hard it is to run a laser 4-4?
Bro, if you have the right technique, you can run a 4-4.
And we don't have that right now. That's the point I was making. He said right now, if
I
I'm
have it
real with
right now.
myself. Right now, if I
I
run
have
40
it
right
right
now,
now.
I'm gonna run like 4, 5,
I have it
6,
right now.
7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I won't run no 4, 6. I'll tell you that now. But right now, I'm probably gonna run a 4,
How much
5.
you weigh?
Right around, I went down a little bit, so like 187.
Okay.
185.
Yes.
185?
260.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, you know, time will tell because y'all will have a pro day, and if y'all blessed, y'all will be at the combine.
I bet y'all run faster than him. We can make that bet right
We
now.
gonna see. It's on film, so we can.
We gonna run it.
Oh, lady
We
crazy.
gonna run it.
I bet y'all run faster than you.
Stop it.
Cause I don't even have no get out right now. I've been working
See,
on
you
top
don't- you
end.
don't got no
That's
get
why
out
I've been
right
taking the top off y'all.
I got to get out right now.
Okay, answer this. Have I been taking the top off y'all? Yes or no?
Who's y'all? Corners? Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Yeah. I'm not.
All right.
I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, you
hold
know
you
how you,
short. Yeah.
yeah. Like last year, I was
But
probably
you ain't
like,
just
Yeah.
overly just.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You not just
But I've been
overly-
taking the top off like unusually.
You have been taking the time.
said like
I'ma give him that
unusually.
one.
Like
He has
unusually.
been like.
I'm gonna give him his props because he keeping it real.
Yeah.
He
Facts.
keeping it real.
He keeping it real.
Yeah.
He been strapping too.
He
been strapping.
Yeah.
He ain't that guy for no reason. He been strapping too.
Right, because.
But it's different over here though.
When I look at the cornerbacks, as far as what I know and what I think, I think y'all got 2 good cornerbacks. And
We got a lot of good cornerbacks. We don't have just 2. We got a lot of good cornerbacks. Honestly, I'll say that.
Respect. I'm talking about just who I know.
We say yeah, right.
Just who I know. Him and Charles.
Yeah.
Because I know Charles can ball.
Of course.
Yes, sir. So, what kind of defense y'all think y'all gonna have this year
I think they're gonna
Top
have. I
five.
speak for them. I think
Top
they're gonna have
five.
top 5.
Top 5,
Yeah,
you think
top
so?
7 for sure.
in the Big Ten?
But I feel like one thing.
in America,
In the
in the nation, top 5 of the nation.
But one thing they gotta do though, they gotta
Number one in the
be
Big Ten.
they gotta be brothers first though.
That's what
I'm not even saying
saying.
that because I already preached that.
Right,
And
right.
They gotta. I feel like that's how we gotta be as an offense. I feel
Right.
like dudes. I'll wait to say this because I'm talking to you, but I gotta
No,
remember this.
talk because this what
Yeah,
it's about.
but I feel like we gotta just be closer. Certain things can't go on, and certain things shouldn't happen if we are brothers. Put it like that.
Right.
And I feel like, not to expose too much, but we fighting a lot, and I feel like that's good because I feel like people want to win now. If you don't have nobody fighting and dudes ain't getting into it, practice
Correct.
ain't intense, I feel like don't nobody really care.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah.
it should be at least 1 fight, 2 fights every practice, at least. Something.
A little grip up or something. Like somebody got raised the
That
intensity.
mean and we ain't competing. And you know, coaches like try to, but in my mind, I'm trying to go at his neck every time I see him.
You're supposed to.
And at the end of the day, so I love my boy. You know, you got me today. Like today, honestly, I feel like the defense they won today because it was the whole. It wasn't just one dude. Because as a defense, I feel like they contained me. I ain't gonna say they stopped me, but they contained me today. They won today, so it's 2-1. I'm 2-1 against them.
It's on tomorrow.
On Tuesday.
Come back Tuesday. We get a break. then we get to
Listen,
recoup
when
on
you say
Tuesday.
stuff like that, say you 2-1 against the DBs, not like 2-1 against the whole defense.
Yeah,
We
'cause that
3-0.
D-line
We
moves,
3-0,
that's some
boy.
serious.
We
D-line
3-0
some
on
serious.
Yeah,
defense.
but you gotta understand though, but for y'all, it's different though. Because you don't need to depend on nobody to make plays.
Cool.
I need the offensive line. See, that's what I'm saying. Football is such a team game. I need the quarterback to be on point. He need me to be on point. I need the line to be on point, just like the line need me to be on point. You can make a difference by yourself.
And that's exactly why we overall 3-0 against y'all.
Right. But that's different
appreciate
though.
it. I
You
just
don't
wanna appreciate
you don't
you,
gotta
brother.
depend on nobody though.
Brother, appreciate you. Next question.
Because you how you say 3-0, see how you made it about you?
No, I
Y'all
mean
wanna-
overall defense.
Right, but y'all went against
combined.
Washington, they got 700 yards on y'all. That was a record
Man, you
breaker.
came, man. That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. though.
That's
Washington.
crazy.
See what I'm saying? They got 700 yards on y'all.
That was just a learning experience.
That was a learning experience.
That's all that was.
But
You know better, you do better.
yeah, but he gotta stop doing that though. Try to sing all the DBs. Cause y'all still a hole at the end of the day. If y'all are going 3-0 against them and they getting shredded, then y'all ain't.
So
y'all
you
ain't-
2-1 against them. How you 2-1 against them? And
I
you ain't
mean,
2-1 against
when I
defense?
say me, I meant the offense though. I didn't mean to say me. I meant
So-
the
Because
offense.
it is. Too.
Exactly. So
It is 2-1. That's what I'm saying.
what
It's 2-1.
against y'all?
We up one.
Or we up one? No,
No.
he was saying it was up.
Y'all up one?
Never. We 3-0 against them.
But
Oh, as overall defense
won.
or offense?
we won the second day.
What day y'all won?
And if we won today, that'd be
Hold
2.
on. So let me ask y'all this though. So what practice y'all been watching?
The same one you watching.
Facts. We won the second day.
This how? I had 2 touchdowns the second day.
Damn, you did have 2 touchdowns.
What are we talking about?
I don't recall
Me.
that. And
We
team?
had multiple
Yes.
PBUs though. We had multiple PBUs.
How many interceptions we been
Multiple.
having? How many turnover downs we been having?
I don't really know.
Oh, so you
Because
not.
then another thing
Never
is they
tell.
can't really block y'all yet either. Because today was the real day.
Hey,
when
hold
they
on. Are you talking about these touchdowns where we got the sack already? Like when they threw the ball up after we already didn't clear the sack?
No,
Oh,
my touchdown.
He talking about that
No.
quarterback tape.
My touchdowns be one of those. Brr.
So we ain't get the sack already.
No, he right there. Ask him.
We ain't get the sack
I'm
already.
watching him. I'm watching him go down the field. He throwing that bitch down the field too.
I gotta review the film. I don't know about that.
This is your teammate right here. He can
I
tell
know.
you better
That's
than
real
anybody.
though. That's real though.
Okay,
Because if
okay.
I'm getting cooked, I'm gonna let you know I'm getting cooked out here. What's going on? Something not working?
But as a defense, though, right now, I'll probably. So I'll take that back. As defense, y'all probably is 2-1. Because the first day, I think y'all did win.
We won the
Today,
first
y'all
day for
won.
sure.
Y'all won for sure today. And the reason y'all won today is because of us, though. Instead of mistakes we made. Not because y'all just was overly getting over. It was mistakes we made.
Okay, so
Like, today I beat myself today.
So with this competitive energy, and all of you come from really respective cities. So share with me what it was like growing up in Detroit, Philadelphia, and Dallas.
I mean, I feel like if you made out of Detroit, you can make out anywhere. I feel like we got personally, I feel like we got the best everything. We got the best competitors. We got the best comedians.
What was the challenges like?
I mean, first off, being from
Not just sports wise, just living.
well, just being an athlete in general, you can get sidetracked so easy. Like I just lost one of my little brothers. He was a phenom at basketball, and it's crazy because being from Detroit is like you can get sidetracked by just being in the wrong place and with the wrong friend at any time. So that's why I'm actually getting older. So I'm starting to talk to my little cousins and my little brother a little bit more because I understand that they are going to be in those same situations that I was in. Either you make it out or you don't. And that's just how it is. So I just feel like the biggest challenge is learning to be yourself. Like, I can honestly say I struggle with that a lot. I felt like I had to be something that I wasn't because I was around a certain environment. And now that I'm in college, I understand that I'm here to play football. So maybe when I'm in Detroit, I feel a certain different way because I'm around him or I'm around him. And I feel like I gotta be doing something that I'm not even supposed to be doing. And that's just naturally being from Detroit. That can happen from anybody, from a dude that been going to school his whole life. And one day he choose to be something that he not. That's just how our culture is in general. But I feel like in general, we getting better as a city though. We especially with the Lions. My Lions, we doing better as a city right now.
With the challenges and pressures, peer pressures, just living in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is considered the city of brotherly love, but I know it's a lot of challenges in there. Just explain to us what was the pressure like, what was it like not only going through the pressures, but navigating through them, around them, or away from the different type of pressures?
So I would say growing up in Philly and like trying to make it out, it is very difficult because there's a lot of distractions, a lot of things going on. But I would say I had a very good family structure, a good village behind me. So I was like, always on a narrow path, like doing the right thing. So I would say as I got older, like all the knowledge that was put into me, I started learning and knowing right from wrong more and more. So like as I went through college, like as I went through high school and stuff like that, I became my own person. Like Philadelphia is gonna mold you, saying like you're gonna have some friends that's in the streets, you have some friends that do this, but it's like all about what you want to do in life. And I was stuck on I'm playing football. That's my lane. That's what I want to do in life. So I never lost the vision of what I had going on, and my people didn't let me do that neither. So I stayed this course.
Because it sounds like in Detroit, and this is for no matter what city or what town you come from or you live out of. It's very important who you surround yourself with or who you be with, and what goals or ambitions they have. Because, like Antonio said, is if you get around the wrong people and you don't know yourself, you'll start trying to be like them. Yeah, you can never be somebody else. So when you're trying to be like somebody else, you're gonna probably get some consequences that really shouldn't be coming your way. So I appreciate that because I can see Detroit and Philly, that competitiveness, and we'll get to this question, but we'll move on with Chance so he can share with us the challenges of coming through Dallas.
Coming through Dallas. Honestly, I mean, most of the challenges was really from football, just honestly being able to get on the starting spot. When I first got there, I wasn't really on those spots. I was on JV. Sophomore year, still on JV. Junior year is when I finally transitioned to varsity, but I lost my spot to our starting receiver. So then I had to go get that spot back, and then I played, and then senior year went through. But honestly, only challenges I really had was within football and within myself on getting better. My sister, she always kept me on point, even though it was just her and her two nieces, my two nieces. So she always kept me on point. Gotta get here, gotta get here, gotta go to this workout. She was doing everything for me, make sure that I was straight and that I could make it here. And I did that.
And this one thing I like to say is a little background on me is from 1995 till probably 2015, 2017, I opened and ran my own group home. So my focus was my purpose, not a focus, my purpose. And the reason why I said it's my purpose, because when I went to college, I wanted to get an associate's degree and be a policeman. But God said, I want you to do my work. And his work was working with the young black men from ages 12 to 21 years of age. So, and this is something I didn't have planned. That's how I know it was God's plan. So when I talk to young men, my young brothers like yourself and everything, and I listen to your stories, I really understand that because I have so many young men who had different stories and they weren't lying about it and they needed that support networks. They needed that guidance. One of the young men told me one day, he said, this was very impactful and it helped educate me about the next generation and the struggles and challenges you guys face. One of the guys told me, he said, I never been around any male blacks that didn't smoke or didn't drink. He was like, you the first one. And that kind of blew my mind because that's who I'm around. We don't do that, And then on another occasion, we was driving one day. I don't know if we was going to the YMCA. And one of my guys, we drove past the church. He said, how do that look inside there? I said, how do what look inside there? Because in America, at least when I came up, everybody at least went to church or the mosque or something. But he's never been inside in any place of worship. So no matter what your spiritual belief is, I know what mine is, I really feel that every soul needs to bow down to the Creator, something that's higher than them. But if that's not their foundation and they haven't been taught that, they don't have a moral gauge to go by. So they just live in life any kind of way. And that's what we have out here. It's a whole bunch of the younger generation and the older generation. I ain't gonna just wait, because it's our fault, the condition our children in. So when I talk to you guys, and just like when you were sharing, I was feeling that spiritually. So with that being said, all your experiences in Detroit, Philly, and Dallas, how did that transition onto the campus of Michigan State? What motivation you get out of it to pursue your degree, get your degree? What motivation do you get out of it to put it on the field in the locker room? Because I know all of you have ambitions, taking it to a certain level because you don't want to live a certain way. You don't want to do this, or you want to help the people that helped you in some type of way, share your blessings with them and everything. So share with me what's the motivation about what y'all doing, because to me, it has to be bigger than sports. It has to be bigger than just making money. Life, period. You got to have a purpose. What is y'all purpose? Or are you just on that journey just to know? Because some people are on that journey. They don't really know right now.
Personally, I think my mom has always been my motivation. Just watching her do some of the things she did. I mean, my mom is like superwoman to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know about my dad, but my mom that's superwoman to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched her do some things that wasn't supposed to be done. And I just feel like she deserved the world. I feel like if there's anything I want to do, my goal, I'm not going to say it's my goal because I don't want that I do that and then it's like I don't know what else to do now. One of my biggest milestones, if I ever do this and continue to make sure that's good, it would be getting my mama a house. I do that, I'm gonna feel like as a man, I repaid my mom back. And I'm never really gonna be able to repay her. That's one thing that I truly in my heart, I don't care about what I do, what I get. I just wanna be able to get her a house that she can stay at, a house that she loves, be able to take care of her for as long as I'm alive. That's really all I care about. Now, obviously, I want to be wealthy, but if my mom could live in a mansion and I live in a decent house and I live comfortably and she live however she want to live, that'd be, I would be okay with that. Because I think that's truly what I want. Like, you know, people ask me, do I love football? I love competing. Because, you know what I'm saying, I love competing with my brothers. I love getting up and the next guy, I'm better than you. But I love my mom. Cause, you know, I heard, you know Inky Johnson is? Inky Johnson is? You know what it is?
Share with me.
Yeah, motivational speaker at Tennessee. He, I don't know what he did to his arm.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
but I was just watching him talk, and he was like, you know, when things get hard and you gotta have something other than just yourself to be able to push you. I feel like my mom has always been there to push. So whenever I'm tired or don't want to go, I just think about that house that I want to get her. And I told her this year, I'm like, I'm getting you a house. I promise you. Like that's like I mean it. I'm gonna get you a house some way, somehow. If it's through like real estate business, doing bit like that's my true goal, and it's also to make my father happy too, because obviously he's been a big role model in my life by just doing the right thing, by just being that example, never really getting in trouble off the field, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. I never really truly understood how hard my dad worked until I got older, until I got to college, and you know start making that transition from high school to college, and I actually feel like me and him got so much. I mean, me and him was always close our whole life, but like we got so much more closer, and we just started talking about real life situations that's going on. Like, this is what I was telling you, son, when you was younger. This is why I did this, and this is why this is supposed to be this way because of that. And now I'm starting to understand on how, as a man, the responsibilities that you take on when you get into real life. Because when you in high school and when you younger, you don't really understand why certain things are supposed to be done. But now I'm starting to understand.
Well, for me, I had two motivations for real. So growing up, my why was always my dad. My dad was on his path to become an Olympian, but he put a pause in his life for me. Like, so he dropped out of college and just took care of me because nobody else could. So like my why always growing up was really for him. Like, I'm gonna play this sport. I'm gonna do the best I can do because of him. But when I like transitioned to high school and became older and started learning things a little more, I started to realize like where I live, where I'm from. Like, I'm in the heart of North Philadelphia. And every one of my family members live here. This is the trenches. Like, I'm waking up to like the uproar and violence. Like, me just noticing this thing. Like, I got to get everybody out of here. That was my biggest motivation. Like, especially my grandma. Like, my grandma lived in one of the most dangerous hoods in Philadelphia. So it's like, that's just not comfortable with me. That's not comfortable with like none of my family living in the trenches. So my goal right now is really just to make it out and buy everybody a crib. Like, buy a crib for everybody to stay in, saying so they don't got to worry about nothing.
For me, my motivation would be just my two nieces, JoJo and Shania, just being able to give them a better life than what they got right now. I mean, they have a fine life right now, but just take it up a notch to give them something they really want, you know. Also, my sister, just being able to, you know, put her in a better position. She's in a great position right now, but just level it up. She needs more, and she deserves everything, so.
You guys are pursuing what you're pursuing, getting up, doing what you're supposed to be doing for something that's bigger than you. I love it. I love it. In high school, what separated you from your peers during high school?
That's easy. I ain't gonna even lie to you. When I was a freshman, I had a long conversation with Mr. Love, a guy from Jesu. I went to a middle school called Jesu. He just asked me one day, and he was like, you know, if this is what you really want to do, then, you know, you need to really focus on it. And when I got to high school, I started training with my cousin, Tony Harrison. He also was Muslim. He just converted, and his dad was my uncle, which he passed away from COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started training with him my freshman year. I played a little bit. My sophomore year is when I took that jump. I said, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm gonna put my all in it. And I had a good year. Junior year was COVID. You know, I trained with my cousin, Hassan, call him Graham. You know, my senior year, I feel like that's when I took it up a different notch. Getting up in the morning, going running 2 miles, eating oatmeal, drinking a gallon of water every day. And that was actually something that me and my dad talked about a lot. So things that you might eat that you might think is healthy, ain't really healthy. So you might eat a salad, but you could put ranch on it and cheese. So it makes it unhealthy.
Right.
So little things like eating things plain, like some chicken and rice, no sauce, no hot sauce, no extra, nothing. Just plain chicken and rice, water, no juice, no apple, And I feel like that's when I seen my game kind of elevate. And I feel like I'm kind of getting in that element again, especially with Ramadan. And even just, just being honest, I just think that spiritually I've been in a different place. And I'm still human. But fasting has taught me something about myself. It's like, I can really do this. And people say it's too hard on the body, but, ultimately I've been fighting through it. It's been hard, but every day I do it, I tell myself just one more day. And every day I keep going. Before you look up, it'll be over with. Not over with like I want it to be over with, but like it'll be over with. Like I won't have to do this continuously, keep doing it, and just know that my war is just gonna be real. It's out of this world, and I know God gonna bless me for what I'm doing right now.
Now I know what's beautiful is, and I appreciate it, you guys really opening up and really giving genuine answers, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what the people need to feel. They need to not just listen and hear what you say, but they need to feel you. So what separate you from your peers during your high school?
So like a big thing that they preach right now in college is extra work. I've been doing extra work since like 7th, 8th grade. Like my dad always preached like getting there early and being the last one to leave. Like I used to always do 4 laps for practice, and I never understood why, but it was like separate marginal gains ahead of people. So like I wouldn't be as tired as other people would be at practice. So like I had a blessed opportunity to like be recruited before I even entered high school. So that gave me the mindset, oh, I'm going. Like I can do this thing for real. So as soon as I came in freshman year, and I was doing the little things that my dad would teach me with getting marginal gains, like working harder, getting extra work and stuff like that. And then it started translating on the field my freshman year, and I get all the honors and stuff, everything I needed. Oh, I knew it was on. I just knew it was on. I just had to keep staying the course.
Moo told me you can go. So, when certain people tell you things, you don't even got to question it, you already know. So he's one of the people that if he said you can go, I already knew, So and that's before I even see you on the film.
Yeah, that's my dog.
But as soon as he said it, I went and pulled up whatever film I can get up. Yes, sir. What about you, Chance? What separated you from your peers during high school?
Honestly, I had to figure out what extra work was. I had to figure it out because I was lazy. I ain't gonna lie, I was lazy. I just wanted to go out there, practice, come home, sleep, eat, get on the game all night, wake up, and do it again. Then I was never gonna play if I didn't find the extra work, because we got a 4-star corner on this side, Billy Bowman, he was at Oklahoma. Then we got Austin Jordan, 4-star corner on the other side. I ain't playing.
Right.
Not playing. So just by like tapping in with my uncle, he started putting me on IVs, started getting IVs, vitamins in my arm, went to the cryo, get my body right, get it all cold, whatever it does to you. And just extra work. Also, I found a track trainer in Texas. He was a Olympic silver medalist, I believe. And just started tapping in with him, getting my speed right, get faster. And then he started getting me on the weights. I got to get stronger. And by then, I was up there. I was ready to compete, get a starting spot. And I did that.
How important, I noticed you mentioned track. And Antonio, you said you ran track. Did you run track, Ken?
My pop was an Olympian. I had to.
Yeah.
I had to.
That's right. So, okay, I got 2 questions with that. First question is, who was it? Who was it? Xavier Worthy that y'all think he can beat Usain Bolt?
No, You can't disrespect the building.
Nah, that's two different
Oh
things.
God,
That's true. That's true track speed.
Right, right. And a lot of people don't. People who haven't ran track, they don't really know that.
It's two different things.
Right, right. There you go. So you answered the question. So by you saying there's two different things, how important or how do you and how can you incorporate track drills into your workouts? And do you think it's important?
I feel like playing receiver, track is very important. Track is all here. Just like playing receiver, knee drive, lean, all of that is receiver. So when you learn how, like, I feel like Calvin Ridley, not to get off subject, but Calvin Ridley he was a track guy, but he was also one of the best receivers, and he just got paid $90 million.
Right.
He's a very, if you just say, go watch a guy, that would be a guy that I would personally say from a track standpoint and technique and fundamentals.
Right.
That's a guy that I watch a lot.
Right.
But that's very important.
Right. Because I notice when I watch football players run the ball, and by you guys notice when you run track and you see their form and everything, even when you running the ball, you like they're not running as fast as they can because they're not, they're not doing their form right or whatever. They're not, But yeah, that's beautiful. So. What are the track drills y'all incorporate in? Ken, do you incorporate track because your position is different, so.
I think track drills we do track drills currently right now because it's all about explosion. So like getting out and stuff like that. So I would say like from the drills that we used to do like on the getting out side of things, it's translated to me being on the D-line and me getting out in that 10-yard split and me, why you looking at me like that, bro? What's wrong with you? Like A skips, B skips, that's all track workouts. Like everything we do right now is track workout. So don't even look at me like that.
And to what he's saying, he has quick feet. To me, what I see for a lineman. Now it's different, cornerback and receiver. That's different. But for a lineman, he has quick feet. Because I know some people in his weight class that's edge rushers and play the 3 or whatever, and their feet is not that quick like that.
So let me ask you a question. All
right, ask me, brother.
I watch this on, and we can actually do this, and this is gonna show you what kind of heart they got. Do you think you faster than me? You know how y'all dash?
Yes.
You think you faster than me?
Yes.
We can take this camera to the track right here, right now.
Oh,
We can do that.
No, so he said, let me go get my spikes. We on.
100-yard dance
we
tone.
please. Yeah.
No, you don't run. You don't run. You don't run
on
100
spikes, and I got a pair at the crib
I don't
too.
care. I got my cleats, and I'll lock them
And
right
you
here.
gonna slip and fall, and we gonna look at you.
I got spikes at home too.
Go get them.
Yeah, I got spikes at home. I don't need spikes to beat you.
Okay.
I really don't need spikes to beat you either. But I respect you a little bit more, so I might have to go get my.
You respect him a little more though?
Yeah,
All right, cool. It's cool.
like I just said, we can finish this interview, and this could be at the end of the interview, and you can see this track race. That'll be very good content. We can go to this track right here. Or we can just go on the inside of the pit and run 100 yards and see who wins. Matter of fact, that's what we do. Grab all cleats, grab 100 yards.
All right, Tom. Okay.
Yeah, he's saying all right. That's gonna show you where they hard at though, because I like to show you. I don't like to, I like to get out there and show you. So like he said, 1-on-1, we can go to Iron West and we can play 1-on-1 me and him.
We can
I like to show you.
Iron West.
They saying we can do it, but like it's one thing to make it an action, and one thing to say it.
Right.
We can
Right.
go to-
All right, Tom.
I wouldn't hoop right now just for the fact we in spring ball. But when spring ball done, we can be different.
Yeah, that's right. But we can go run 100 yards.
We can go run 100 yards.
We can go run 100 yards.
So let me ask you this: Do I know y'all got a game system at your apartments or at the dorms or whatever? Do y'all even play each
I'm
other?
the best man player.
So who?
I'm also the best
Who
man.
the craziest talker? Who talked the most smack?
Me.
You.
He just
Who the
talk too
best?
much.
Who the best though? Hey man,
You're not the best at man.
I gotta give it to him because
Not the best.
I ain't nothing that matter.
You're not the best.
I'm not better than you.
No. Not
I
better
played
than
him though.
Do
Ken,
y'all have certain teams y'all play with?
I'm not better than you
You're
in
not better
Madden.
than me in man.
Are you gonna sit here and say
You're not
something?
better than me at man. You may have got me a lucky day,
he's
but I'll
something
make you better.
serious though. Like
I'm
he
good.
knows some stuff about Madden. I don't know
He's
what.
never beaten me.
He played me one time, and we never played
you
again.
twice.
Played once.
And you quit the second game. We never finished the second game.
I like my
You
team.
had-
I didn't like my team.
You had
That
to
was the
get
first
something to
time.
eat.
That was
At your house, I blew you out. Yeah.
You never blew me out, Tony.
I called Jerry right now.
You beat me one time, but no, you beat me one time, but you have like stop it, bro. Stop it.
The
bro.
second game. I
Second
blew you
game.
out the first game. The
You
second
didn't blow
game,
me
you
out. You
quit.
never blew me out. You've never blown me out.
So you don't
I've
remember,
never been blown out at Michigan State University in my life ever.
so you don't remember saying, Tone, you holding the ball out and you don't even do that in Philly.
You started running the clock at the end of the game.
But I'm
if you
blowing
run the
you
clock,
out.
listen,
It's 17. I'm up by 17. I'm trying to score so I
not
can,
up 17.
so I can double you. I remember.
No, you was not. You was holding the ball so I wouldn't come back, Tone.
I was trying to double bubble. I was
You
trying.
wouldn't be running the clock if you was trying to 21 me, Tone.
Why?
Because you scored 21 me.
I don't want you to have a chance to score the ball. You see what I'm saying?
You wasn't even game managing like that 2 years ago when we was playing man. So stop all that. You didn't know what he. Like,
my-
come on.
so-
like,
wait.
Hey, Tone. Let's finish the interview because you chill.
So I'm not better than you at man.
No, you're not better than me at man, Tone.
Ken.
What about when somebody beats you, but they don't run it back?
That's
Man.
how good he is.
Nah, I ain't
Man,
really.
that's weak though. That's
That's
weak.
That's weak, but that's
weak.
kind of
But
stuff.
I understand somebody's time because we got limited time. I mean,
Right.
we got
Yeah.
because
You
a
do stuff
man
like
game.
that.
Tone, I'll run it back in a heartbeat.
Nah.
You didn't play me back. You didn't run it back with me.
You know why we didn't?
Bye.
I mean, you want me to say why?
You didn't blow me out, so stop saying that.
No. That ain't why. You want me to say why?
Why we didn't run it back, Tone? Right afterwards.
First off, because you didn't want to run it back.
Huh?
You didn't want to run it back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
These
can
cameras get out.
running cock out and all.
No, I did say that. You're right. You did. I did say that.
I know, I definitely-
Because why you running the
know.
clock out? You really ran the clock out the whole fourth quarter. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that.
Listen, I ain't explaining
That's
something to
bad
you.
ball. It's bad ball. That's all I'm
Let me
saying.
explain something to you. I'm a winner.
Bad ball. I mean,
So I do whatever it
I like
takes to
that.
win. Like, you ever watch this? I'm going to win. I'm going to win. That's my mentality. I'm going to win at all costs.
Yeah, all right. You did. You did that day.
How has being here at Michigan State been for each one of you? What's the experience been like?
I'll go first. The experience has been amazing, especially throughout the different culture changes and coaching changes. Like, so when I first came in, I was blessed to have like the 3 best D-line coaches in the game, with one of them being BT Jury. So like just that whole experience was like just amazing, like just soaking in all the knowledge he knows about like pass rushing at the highest ability, and with the like, that was just amazing. Then I had an opportunity to have a legendary coach in Dyron Reynolds, who was on who coached Dwight Freeney, won a Super Bowl with Dwight Freeney and the Colts, and he gave me a lot of game, whereas though it helps me in the run game. And now we have an elite staff in this Oregon State staff that has produced a top 10 team and a top 20 team in the last previous seasons, with a good coach who has players, multiple players with 5+ sacks and 6+ sacks, and guys that have 10.5 sacks on his D-line. So I'm really eager to see how this experience will be, but I'm excited for it.
Okay.
I feel like the culture in general is, I feel like, personally, I feel like I've been doing a good job of just kind of keeping my head down and working. But I feel like MSU, we got a great culture, but I also feel like it's still a business. So
Right.
I'm starting to kind of be a professional. It's not high school, so everything ain't peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? You don't do good in this game, you don't expect people to be, hey man, it ain't gonna be that. It's not like, everything ain't all love. So keep my head down and working, keeping things professional. I love the new coaching staff too. Let me put that in there. I love the new coaching staff. Love the way we work out. Love the way we do things. Love the belief system and how we do things.
It's been great here. I like it. We got Coach Demetrius, my Spartan Dog alumni. He came back for us. He just got back from Oregon, so he's with us. Just being able to have a coach like that, he let us be free. We could be free, but also use technique. Technique will set you free. So, he's coached a lot of top corners. He had Christian Gonzalez from Oregon last year. I know I trained with him in Dallas, Coach Flight. So, other than that, the culture, like he said, how we work out. I like it. It's great. It's not too taxing, but it's good work. And people's actually been seeing changes. Because last year, we didn't really have like a set. Like it was more so like, it's like they were trying to kill us, honestly. But like now it's like, we gonna kill you, but we gonna kill you in a good way.
Right.
So
right.
I feel like I've gotten definitely way better.
So how's the accountability do as teammates and as brothers? Do you guys hold each other accountable as far as going to class, getting the meetings on time, getting the practice on time, and just being a decent, a good student athlete / citizen in the Michigan State community?
So I feel like certain people can say certain things to certain people, and the message will go through.
Mm-hmm.
But certain people can't say certain things to certain. I think that's where we got to get at as a team, because I can understand on why, if let's say dude say something to him and he like, but you don't even, so why would I listen? I can see why that I do, but I can also understand why a dude would say something to another dude, and a dude would just be so and be like, man, I'm listening to you. Cause we got people like that too. And I feel like that's kind of like why I'm trying to do better and trying to represent not just me, but Michigan State in a better way in general, because I want to be that guy to, because I honestly, I never like telling players stuff in front of coaches, because we got dudes like that too. And I feel like that be you a front runner. And I feel like that's kind of the dude I like to be. I like to take dudes to the side and, hey man, when you doing this, make sure you run. So the coach don't say nothing to you. I don't never like to be a guy that's trying to be like an enforcer. I like to help him. I like to help my brother out. I don't like to like necessarily get on him. But when I need to get on him, I need to get on him. Like I get on him all the time. And you know what I'm saying? He get on me all the time. Like about little things.
I can see that.
Yeah, like, and sometimes he don't listen to me. That's just how it is. And sometimes I might not listen to him. But in my mind, I know he right. I'm like, but he right though. So I know I got to pick it up. You know, so.
Yeah, it's kind of a little different for me though. Like in my room, in my position group and stuff like that, the people I'm around most of the time, everybody's a little older, so everybody has their own self-accountability. But then, like, there's times where people fall off. Like, you're gonna have days where you wake up a little late. But that workout, that little punishment they got for you when you finna crawl across the whole thing and back, that's gonna bring you back to, oh yeah, I gotta be more accountable for myself.
Right.
But we all brothers, it's all the brotherhood, so we go the extra mile, like sending the up text, making sure you up and stuff like that. Overly communicating in multiple group chats of what's going on, like what time we have to be here on Spartan time, come 10 minutes early. Saying, so you like, so even just in case, say you call an Uber and the Uber cancel or something like that, your brother can come get you. So we all big, we big on self-accountability and stuff like that, and communication.
In the back end, we got roles. So we got a guy that takes attendance. We got a guy that might go get a quote for us for the day. So really just know your role, do your role. And most of our guys are pretty young, honestly. We got a lot of young guys in the back end. So just be able to bring them up with us, you know, teach them how we was taught, and to make sure everybody on point.
What are some of your goals here at Michigan State as far as team goals, individual goals and team goals as a team? What's your goal?
To hold a trophy up together. I ain't gonna just say no national, because I don't even like to. We gotta do little by little to even, you know, speak about that.
Right.
But just to hold a trophy up together, just to know like we did this together, you know. Even last year, when we beat who that we beat when we got that trophy? The spit between them, whatever that, Indiana. That in my heart, you know what I'm saying. That I was like, man, we deserve this, because that week I feel like we was dialed in as a team. Dudes was showing up on time. You know what I'm saying. We had lost our head coach, so I feel like that year, just general, was a building year for us together, and I feel like just when we on the same page, I feel like we unbeatable. I think that go for anybody, and I feel like if dudes in a room and we all together, it not necessarily say the coaches don't matter, but if we all on the same page, nobody gonna be able to stop us. Because at the end of the day, it's us on the field. The coaches, they can coach. They can take us to the water. And at the end of the day, we got to drink on our own. So I feel like if we all on the same page, we're going to be straight, period.
What are your interests outside of football, period? Like 10 years from now, let's say we go to the NFL. You do the thing in the NFL. What do your life look like after the NFL?
I just want to be rich. I want to be able to tell my cousin, hey, man, listen, so we got them properties over there. And so they, it cost a couple $100,000. I'm going to give you $100,000, go buy them, and then I guess you could just fix them. You know what I'm saying? That's how rich I want to be. I want to create family generational wealth because I hate seeing certain family members or certain people doing things that they don't necessarily have to do because that's just the cards that they was dealt. So that's my biggest thing. I just want to be rich to where I can help people. And I heard Lil Baby say something like that. Like, my money don't even really, I do more for people around me than I do for me. And that's the kind of person I am. I like to do more for me or for other people than I like to do for me. I just now started to put on clothes. Like, I just started now to buy clothes and, you see all this. But I just now started to do that just because, I'm in college and you got to enjoy the experience. I don't want to just necessarily kill myself by always giving. It's okay to spend money on yourself too and treat yourself.
So basically, through those years, say the NFL year, you're going to have a team that you're with that can educate you, but also execute and do the tasks that it takes for you to make that happen, right? What I would say to anybody who is blessed to go on that level is everybody wants to be rich or wealthy, right? Everybody wants to help out this person and that person, which is cool. One thing I caution you about is you can't help everybody. Because the more you give, the more you take it from yourself. And you don't want to be in a position where now you need help. And then the people around you say, like when you said your cousin, I don't know nothing about your cousin or whatever. But because a lot of people have ambitions that when they do get on that level, okay, I'm going to get my cousin and we're going to do business together. And you got to be cautious with that too because make sure they know what they're doing. Because it's your money that they doing it with. So they gotta be well educated. Their heart might be in the right place, you know what I'm saying? And they might really be loyal to you. But the educational piece and everything, it has to be there and that's just what I suggest to everybody because, all what it took for you to get what you get, people will blow it like that. And you got to be your own business person. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your own, but you got to understand and know finances. When you do get that NIL deal that you deserve, the first thing you need to do is open up an LLC for yourself. Mm-hmm. And you spend your money through your LLC. So when tax time come around, Uncle Sam ain't taxing you as much. Your dad know what I'm talking about.
The LLC protects your money, so they don't know how much you for real making.
See, I can show you. I have a couple of LLCs, but that's what I spend. Because your LLC, the first business you're gonna have is Antonio Gates Jr. First business you're gonna have is Ken Talley. First business you're gonna have.
I got mine. I got my LLC.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all a business right now. They say you got your own brand, that's a business. You got the marketing side. We're doing marketing right now. Help to promote who you really are, right? You're gonna have to understand your finances, which you a little bit on games. Spend your finances. When I was blessed to start earning money like I never earned before because I was a company. And I'm also a consultant of another company based off of what I knew here to help other people do their thing. So I just launched that. But I had to learn, which I didn't know. See, we come from a people who really don't know about money. We know what it looked like. We know what it smelled like. We know what it can buy. But we really don't know how to take this money and make more money. We really don't know that. I'm talking about legal money. You know what I'm saying? And so in the last 15 years, I had to learn that. I had a conversation real quick, and we got to take our egos out of it, right? I had a conversation. I was with this financial guy. We was going to the University of Alabama. And he was worth, him and his wife together, the net worth was like $35 million. So we driving in his SUV. So we talking, and he listening to the stock market channel. You know, I want to listen to music, but he listening to the stock market channel. So I said, you know what? I said, I really would like to understand this more, because finances, no matter where you go, you're going to have to know the mathematics because they do dictate your life. So as we was talking, he said, yeah, he was talking about the car and stuff. He said, yeah, he was in a lease. In my mind, I was saying, this was about 20 years ago. In my mind, I was saying, if he worked, and he was worth $35 million, that was no cap to that. I was like, if he worth $35 million, why is he in a lease? And I asked him that. I said, so if you got $35 million, why are you in a lease? Then he broke it down to me, like he said, I'm in the lease. He said, and this is how financial people think. He said, when somebody get a brand new car, what's the average length of years they keep it for? 3 to 5 years, right? They get a new one, right? He said, so if I go get an $80,000 car, just pay $80,000. Once you drive it off the lot, and so you can't take it the next day and get your money back. You just lost a whole bunch of money. He said, but I can get the same car if I leased it. He said, if I lease it for 3 to 5 years, he said, what he said? He said, first of all, he will only pay half the price. He wouldn't pay $80,000, he'd pay $40,000. He'd keep it for the same amount of years. All the work that needs to be done, that's in the contract. So he never had to pay for that. All he got to pay is gas and insurance. So he said, so after those 5 years, he can go do it again. But he got $40,000 that he didn't have to spend. I said, I never thought of it like that. He said the worst thing athletes do is go get a car. And then every year they go get a newer car. And the cars don't really change that much. You just your ego just want to know that I got the newest this.
Shit, 2024.
You know what I'm saying? I got the newest this. So that was a level of thinking that he put me on, right? And you mentioned this, and Detroit is a gold mine, Philly is a gold mine. I haven't been to Dallas, but real estate, all those houses, that's somebody rehab those houses, fix them up. Guess what? People always need a place to stay.
Yeah, you gotta go see Dallas. They always fixing something.
People always need a place to stay. I purchased 7 properties from COVID hit to now. And I never thought about doing this before until the COVID. The COVID, I was just sitting around, I was just watching YouTube, and then I kept on seeing real estate come up. Best investment I ever made. Check it out. I brought a house for $12,000. Put 15 in it, right? Took it to the bank, right? got 85 out of 85,000. So I got my money back plus some, and I'm written it out for 1,200. So the mortgage on it is just 600. So I got this $85,000, plus I get 600 after I pay the mortgage on it, 600 each month off of it. So when y'all get y'all money, look at that real estate, learn about it or whatever. Don't just get into it. Learn whatever you put your money in, learn about that stuff before you do it, and don't just trust people.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's what I always tell my guys and stuff. And the guys I work with, I love it because they want to know. They want to know, and what draw our brotherhood closer because they see I ain't lying. Because I don't gotta lie. I ain't gonna steal from you because I don't believe in that. I don't even before I converted into what I am. That's just who I was. The essence of me. I'm not gonna do you like that. You know. So always be educated, man. Always be educated on and how you do your taxes. Always pay your taxes and get your LLC. When you get your NIL, get your LLC. You really can get it now.
Yeah.
Right.
If y'all, I can do it for you.
I did it a year ago. So it's clutch.
Did you do it for you? Did you do it yourself?
My dad, well, not my dad, my uncle, but he did it for me with his business that he made.
Yeah.
So it's added on to that.
Yeah. I can do it for you, y'all. Y'all have to do is say, hey, Muhammad, just do me an LLC. Just, let me see, I can get it done for probably about whatever the state fee for it, $100 or whatever, because you got to pay application fee. I won't charge you, but yeah, that's one of the things I do. I do LLCs, I do trademarks, I review business contracts and things of that nature. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I appreciate you three, man. And that Ramadan hit me, man, because it's spiritual for me. When you get older, it get real spiritual. You know, when you're young, you think about the physical part of it. When you get older and the things you go through, the things you see people go through, and there's one thing that our faith, once I study more and I open up that Quran, what it do for me is it make me feel other people's pain. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
That's why you
Fact.
fast.
Yeah, it make me feel other people's pain, you know, like, and that's what type of people we come from. We used to feel each other pain, and it got so bad that we didn't care about each other. What you going through, that's what you going through. I want to feel, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we got to get away from that, man. We got to get away as people, and I know it's going to take time. But I'm just blabbing. I'm just that Ramadan coming out.
Absolutely, for sure.
But I appreciate y'all. It'll probably take them a couple weeks to chop this up, and we'll send y'all versions or whatever and let y'all see it. But it's going to be in a good light. It's going to be good for y'all and everything.
For sure. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I'll send y'all if y'all open to it, and me and you already talked about it. I got something going on in Tampa in June. I think it's June 29th through July 4th. But for some people, it'll be from July 5th, because if they want to be in Tampa and celebrate, 4th of July in Tampa, it's gonna be July 5th. And then I got something in Atlanta from May 19th through the 22nd. And the one in Atlanta is more of it's a training, and it's only like 2 hours training, but it's skill position. It'll be definitely good for you, because the defensive player that just retired, and it's his facility. It's his facility,
Okay.
and he can teach whatever they learn on that level and everything. What would be probably beneficial for you, Antonio, is and also for you is Tampa. They got this guy called Golden Feet.
Yeah, I train with him.
You train with him? So
TA.
you know what I mean.
TA.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So I got but I'm also starting. My son is one of the top trainers as far as he been training some guys for the combine, but he was a hell of a ball player too. But in the state of Indiana, I'm just keeping it real, shooting facts, because we Muslim, and he came through high school like a little bit after that 9/11 stuff. They was kind of treating us funny.
Right.
But he, and if y'all ever go to the house of athlete, they'll tell you his training, as far as teaching you.
That's where we work at the House of Athletes.
Yeah, they pay him to come go there, but he live in Indiana.
Okay.
But they pay him to come out there and train some of their people. So, but he's a bad boy, and teaching separation, teaching all the route tree or whatever. And then for you, I got some cornerbacks you can work with, some cornerbacks on your level, and just keeping it real, some cornerbacks that's a little bit above where you at. And you a good cornerback. You know what I'm saying? So iron sharpens iron.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll send you all those days. Y'all welcome. Let me know. And y'all schedule if y'all can do it. If y'all can't, that's cool. Appreciate y'all for doing this. Because I know y'all could be in other places or whatever. But hopefully we'll continue to build this brotherhood. And I'm definitely going to come to a couple of y'all games and everything. So may Allah continue to bless y'all. Sir.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, all right.
G.